Hello, this is Mark Niven coming to you from wikigameguides.com, and whoa, that timer isn't working. That's kind of weird. Okay, and we're up. Okay, so in the area around Bloodraven, where you killed Bloodraven, you can see this gallows tree here. We're in the burial grounds, and so there's two optional dungeons. There's the mausoleum, as well as the crypt. Now, since the area is somewhat randomly generated, I'm not sure if they always appear in this direction or direction from the gallows tree. However, they're usually opposite directions from each other. So if you find one, just go the opposite direction from the gallows tree to find the other. And last video of the optional cave, I ended up not being in werewolf form the whole time. So if you're a druid and doing this hardcore, or following this guide as if it's a guide and not just entertainment for the evening, then you're going to want to keep up that spell. It increases your health by a large amount, especially if you keep putting points into lycanthropy. Like by this point, I have 7 points in lycanthropy, and it's already increasing my max life by 50%, as well as the 75% from the original spell. So you can get some crazy health from this. As in, I have about 275% health than normal just because of using this spell. So you can really get some amazing stuff from this. And that's why I went for a druid for this hardcore let's play, since I believe with 275% health at level 7 is pretty awesome. As you can see in the bottom left, I am fairly close to getting the next level, and in this dungeon, the crypt, you will always find the special monster, the Bone Breaker. He is I think he is a magical resistant skeleton, and he doesn't really pose that much problem. I usually take him out easily, and I hope you will be too. Watch out for chests. Occasionally they can turn on fire, and the fire can actually hurt you if you get close enough to it. So stay away from fire, because it's like it comes directly from the firewall spell, and so it can hurt you pretty badly. So I'll go to town, sell off some stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. Continuing on with the Crypt and Mausoleum guide, watch out for fiery chests. As you can see, I just stood in there for like 1 second, and it took about 1/10 of my health. So it can really hurt you if you are unaware and not paying attention, and you happen to run across a fiery chest. So I am going to clear out the rest of this crypt, then we'll take you to the mausoleum, which is the other dungeon across the way on the burial grounds. And both of these dungeons are 1-level dungeons. They're fairly quick, and I think the reason for this fastness of the dungeons is that there's 2 of them, so they weren't really made as individual, like you find this, you get another 15 minutes of gameplay. It's more of a, hey, you got here, so we're gonna give you an extra 2. Just means that you have to walk between them instead of going to the 2nd level of a dungeon. And so we're in the mausoleum. I think there might also be a special monster here that's usually here. However, I'm not entirely sure. We are fighting the champion Hungry Dead here, and something has cold, so that hurts. So Torchlight 2 pre-order has come out. So some of you might be excited about that, especially if you're actually watching this at the time that I put this online. And if you pre-order it on Steam, you get Torchlight 1 for free. And if you pre-order it from the Torchlight company, I think they have a name like Backbreaker or something like that. Don't quote me on that. I mean, that's somewhat close to what it's supposed to be. And if you get it there, you get access to a beta for another game. I can't remember what the beta is for, however, it didn't sound very promising to me, so I will probably be pre-ordering it on Steam just to get Torchlight 2 for the Mac for free. Yes, I have played Torchlight 1 on the PC, however, I have not been able to try it on the Mac. Should be interesting. Since I got it for the box offer for the PC, I ended up being able to play with the ferret, and that was pretty cool. I mean, who doesn't like playing with ferrets? Makes me wonder whether or not they're going to have things like that for Torchlight 2 as well. Like, depending on whether or not you got the box edition of the game, or who you bought it from, whether or not you'll have access to different pets. However, since they're already giving away specials for the pre-order, I kind of doubt that. They're already kind of specced into saying, hey, we'll give you this for free if you buy us from here. However, we'll give you this for free if you buy it from us here. It seems like a now popular option among game developers that depending on the place you go, you can get different and usually pretty cool abilities and extras. Like, I know for Call of Duty games, it's probably like you get different access to different multiplayer maps and things like that for all sorts of games. So, since I'm selling stuff, I'll see you guys later. Be right back with the mausoleum. So, not too long now until we finish off this set of optional dungeons. Once again, we're in the mausoleum, and that's kind of odd. The sparkly chest, which is usually pretty full, I don't know. There is zombies in here, however, at first glance, I did not think there were any monsters in there, so it's not that odd. However, gives me notice to tell you that most times that you find a sparkly chest, you will also find monsters around it, and there were no blues from that sparkly chest, so I am disappointed. As you can see by my many treks to the shop keep, that these optional dungeons, they can get you some pretty nice loot. I am getting stocked up rather quickly with these, and might be my luck. However, I believe that most people will end up getting some nice loot from these dungeons. So I would recommend you go back, do these dungeons, or do them in the first place when you get there. So, last corridor until we've completed the mausoleum, and then we'll probably take a look at the optional dungeon in the passage to Dark Woods. So this has been Mark Newman coming to you from wikigameguides.com with my Diablo 2 Hardcore Druid Let's Play. And I'll see you guys next time. Hello, this is Mark Newman coming to you from wikigameguides.com and with my Druid Hardcore Let's Play. Diablo 2. I think that was out of order, but whatever. So, you can see that we're still in... God, I can't remember names. We are still in Tristram from my guide video on the search for Cain quest. during my first video, I never ended up... Oh, shoot. I just went out of form. And so, killing Griswold, you want to make sure that there's nobody else really hard hitting you. And, be careful with him. Take out his groups first, and then attack him. And he is one of the more difficult enemies in the beginning of the game. Apart from Diablo, he is probably one of the heaviest hit points to level character. Just because he takes so long to kill. He was also a character from the first game. So he was, I think he was the blacksmith of the original game. And so why am I having Tristram in the optional area of the Let's Play / guide / video page on wikigameguides.com? Well, because technically Tristram is pretty optional. You don't really have to go here if you don't want to. And however, there is... Whoa, so much lag. That's weird. Watch out for lag on Tristram, because it's one of the more difficult areas of the game. So what am I going to be doing? Since I am having so much difficulty with Tristram right now, and I'm a bit under-leveled for this Let's Play, so I'm going to end up replaying this area for a few sets, just because it can get you so much money. Well, not money, XP, because of the high-level characters and monsters that you end up having a kill in there. Plus, you can get some pretty great items from this place, and this is one of the benefits of playing online, since you can keep going to this area and really never have to, like, in a single player game, this area, once you killed everyone in it once, it would remain killed forever, pretty much. I think forever. Not exactly sure, however, I am pretty sure. Because that's really so descriptive, saying that I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure. So, what to talk about? There is, apparently, Bethesda is teaming up with the guy who made the original Dead zombie game. What was the name? Resident Evil. Bethesda is teaming up the guy, producer of the original Bethesda Resident Evil, and they're looking to make a survival horror game. Now, that, to me, sounds really interesting, since Bethesda, I know, they made Skyrim, and they made the Elder Scrolls series, and they're just pretty much awesome all around. They also did a great job with the Fallout series. But, I don't know, a survival horror from them, it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. It sounds a lot like it's gonna be like Doom 3, and that game was... I don't know, it depends on whether or not they manage to scare me, because if they can scare me, then it would be a worthwhile game. Otherwise, it's just like, I don't know, a subpar controlled, what's it called, first-person shooter. So, I'm personally not entirely sure how long this video has been going on for. I hope it has not been for... I hope that I don't lose any of the data on this. So, I should be logging out pretty soon. I'm not sure if it's 9 minutes yet. I might end up linking this with my optional gameplay of the underground passage 2nd level, since that area is so small and yet this area is so long. And so this is Mark Newman coming to you from wikigameguides.com, and I'll see you guys next time.